Indeed. Here it goes. Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 3rd of October. So, starting off looking at the day's news events. In fact, yesterday's news events really showed some a mixed bag here with US manufacturing there. The ISM figures coming through at 49 versus 47.8 expected, and then manufacturing prices dropping. Now that's disinflationary, which is it's a good thing, bearing in mind that's what they're trying to get in control at the moment. So today we've had so far already the Australian cash rate, the interest rate decision, come out left at 4.1 with a warning that it may still have to do something. So there's no real change to what was expected there. Swiss inflation down to minus 0.1, so it's probably taking the heat off of further interest rate increases, but we'll see how it shows on the markets. Okay, that's pretty much it for now. So let's have a look at the technicals. We'll start off as ever looking at the euro on the dailies. So solid down day there. Yesterday it just ran and ran. It just didn't really look back yesterday at all. But lovely little move there into the weekly pivot, ran all the way down to its S1, its prior lows, and just past now. So yeah, lower highs coming through there. We'll see if we get any sort of retrace, but at the moment just southbound. Hang on a minute, is this the same market? No, it's the pound. Very similar situation here. I don't want to just be selling into this. This has actually come all the way down. I was looking at this yesterday as a potential target, and it's come down to its yearly pivot there. Highs, so all looking weak. Really need something more of a bounce. The daily pivot today could be that point where if it gets up that far, it gives an opportunity to look for the short side. Say look for, doesn't mean so I'll automatically short if it hits it. It could just carry on running. We've got these prior lows here as well, which gives again some decent resistance there. Dollar yen. Well, the yen carried on its climb yesterday, even though there's sort of more rhetoric coming out, but it's off a tad at the moment. The current hour, we'll see how the markets react to this. I'm not tempted to do anything at all with it. Aussie dollar carries on rolling over here, lower high again. It's even with the news there, it's taken out the previous lows. It's getting softer, and well, you can see it on the 4 hourlies here looking pretty soft. And on the hourlies, again, I need something to retrace to sell into at the moment. I don't want to be selling into lows, so I need some discount on the. Okay, US dollar CAD. Well, the CAD continued yesterday. It's running to its previous highs here. Might have a bit more of a reaction. I'm not holding my breath on it, but to get long on this, I would need to see it pull back some more. Again, it could be, if it gets back to its daily pivot here, it could be an opportunity to look for the long side again. Just need that retracement. New Zealand dollar, again selling off pretty strongly on the dailies there. It's already moved off quite a long way. Got some scope to obviously take out the next lot of lows there, but again, it's already moved such a long way today. I mean, we had almost the same move today as we had yesterday, or at least 2/3 of it. So it's again waiting game all the way through. Swiss inflation not as high as expected. Has seen the Swissy push up a little bit this morning, but too early for me, and again a bit more of a waiting game, but the long side of this market certainly seems to be the way to be playing it. Euro yen, the same really. It is rolling over a little bit on the softer euro. It's it's really at this quad bottom. You see the range that it's been sitting in, this horrible range it's been sitting in through September there. It's been so choppy in amongst it. Had a couple of days of trend, or starting to trend, and then of course it's chopped up. It's near the bottom again. Are we going to get a range play? It could be a range play, but well, we'll see what happens here. If you can even get a reaction later on, might get a bit of an opportunity to jump aboard. So it might be, yeah, potential range play on that. Euro pound, but still not really doing too much here. So it leaves me the other euro pairs. Euro CAD, this is starting to roll, well, it looks like it was starting to roll back. I'm still really ideally would like to see it into its monthly pivot as a resistance point. It's pushed up yesterday, continued. I say pushed up yesterday. That was last week. It chopped yesterday largely. That's better. There we go. There's the chop yesterday. We'll see how this reacts. A break of the low there. Around about 10 o'clock low. Yep. 10 o'clock low could signal, well, give us a lower high, could signal us further downside. Euro New Zealand's been kind to us recently, but that is actually that's given a higher low. So for now, treading carefully on this one. It might have done all it's going to do. Don't really like the price action as it is, but might do something later. I'll keep an eye on it. They're not the nicest of setups in these markets. No point looking at the pound Aussie there. That's continuing through and already moved so far. Pound CAD again is one of those that just, well, it finally, I was looking yesterday for it to catch into the pivot there. Was it yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday. I was looking for that at all. I was looking for the break of the pivot here yesterday. Never happened. But again, break of the lows here would be a break of the pivot and potentially more downside. So that's where we're sitting at the moment. There's lots of, again, you get a day like this, you get a good day moving one way, and then we need patience to get back into some of these moves. Right, that's the currencies. Quick look then at the gold price here at this stage. What's happening with gold? Well, continued through yesterday and just continued through so far this morning, so it remains, well, to get us a move onto that would need a retrace further anyway. It's need more of a retrace. Oil continued its correction here. Just again, no I only want to be long on it, so I'm waiting for a decent move. But in fact, yesterday in the morning, they eventually sold off, and it set the tone for the rest of the afternoon, into the afternoon. And well, with these lower highs coming through, temptation is to take a short on it, but there's a huge risk on the upside. Could go the other way quite quickly. Equity markets briefly then, the S&Ps, daily point of view. Interesting, I was doing the analysis yesterday. We'd been seeing big money coming into the S&Ps on the commitment to traders report, but that fell off massively last Tuesday. So and it's looking a bit softish. So it's just really given the green lights to the downside, although I was looking at the green downside with the technicals. The COT report is no way near, it's no early warning indicator or anything like this. It's just a guide of what the big money is doing. Literally, they can be out by some way. Having looked at the different time frames on this market, and just whilst I'm talking, we've got the lower highs kicking through. Maybe it'll drop off again in a short while, but more of a reaction off this pivot. We'll see if it breaks the lows there. Could be on for another skip downwards. Dow Jones not too dissimilar in terms of price, and the Nasdaq same sort of looking price action. the Nasdaq folds back over here. The thing with the Nasdaq, it's got just a little bit. It's just holding up that little bit better. Lots of chop on the 4 hours. Really needs to. Yeah, it's quite dangerous here. We could get a whip either way, so be careful. DAX yesterday, as expected, continued on the downside there, rolled into the previous lows, looking soft, but we'll have divergence. We'll have divergence traders coming into this, and those that are hoping that this is going to be the bottom and they can start buying. If that's the case, well, that's fine, but I'd be looking for any retracements into the daily pivot itself. So really quite a bear. Well, I would keep out of it for a little while longer, but see what it did yesterday. 10 o'clock bar, I actually saw it rolling through there. It could just again roll over this morning, but it's always sometimes a not from here type trade. Okay, that's pretty much it for me this morning. Got everything covered off there. I will just look. I keep getting the occasional request on Bitcoin, so it's just a look at what Bitcoin's doing. You can see a beautiful bear flag there. Yesterday coming off, weekend was quite kind to it. Come off though yesterday. I'm just looking at what's going on really short term. I can just see this bear flag, break of the flag, could see it correct some more. It is trying. I mean, it's confirmed higher lows in over the weekend. It's confirmed a higher low, and it is looking a little bit more positive there. Ethereum, same situation. Give the fill on Sunday and take back on a Monday. Likes a chain link, bit more positive looking overall. Steady old climb up we've had here. Looking like one of the more bullish looking markets, but when you come down a time frame here, we've got a fantastic bear flag. But if it rolls over, there's the opportunity, but otherwise it continues, and this, if it can get back above the pivot there, say back above, but if it gets above today's pivot, then we could see more of the trend that's been setting up on the dailies. Okay, that's it for me today. I wish you a great day's trading, and I will catch you tomorrow morning. Bye for now. There we go.